Hey guys, this is JJ. The air quality is a lot nicer today, so we decided to film something again because all the fires in California, so it's been nice today. Anyway, but for this video I wanted to talk about parries and checks, and there's two ways that I particularly do them, which is either a long or short version. So parry is a simple redirection of somebody's strike that's coming in. So if it's coming at my face here, all it is not a block, it's just a simple redirection. So she's coming in, it's coming toward my face, all I'm doing is redirecting. It's a simple parry, small redirection, okay? A check is, I'm just making sure that this arm isn't coming back. I can use my check to block her other hand. She can't really throw a strike if I'm here, if you try to throw, it's gonna have zero power whatsoever, okay? So checks just make sure that you're checking to make sure it doesn't come back. Now the two ways that I use that is, again, the long version and the short version. And they both have to do with how I approach that attack. So in a short parry and a short check, if she shoots, I parry, check. And that's all it is. It's right here, movement, and I'm already set up for my moves, okay? In a short parry and a long check, shoot here, check, I'm actually setting up for a much bigger movement all along this vulnerability that she just opened up from this strike here, okay? So again, if it's short, I'm setting up both hands, right? Short, I can move in close range or to close range from the short range. For a long short parry and a long check, I can wind up for that shot to really cause some damage, right? Now, you can use a long parry check in the same hand. It's a little more advanced. It's a little more gutsy because if it shoots, right, I'm actually parrying and checking at the same time. So down a little, you can see, parrying and checking at the same time. And the same thing applies with the short and long. This was a long version. I can use a short version where I set up and cover just in case anything else comes in, okay? So shoots, boom, boom. I like to go on the outside. You can go on the inside. You just have to use a lot more cover when you're moving in and be much better adept at the inside fight. So on the parries and checks usually come from the Filipino arts, also from Tai Chi sticky hands when they're doing their Chi Sao and they're moving in, so they're actually redirecting and feeling out which way they go. I'm not going over that here. This is more from a short range to close range, or a middle range to a short range if people don't understand distance, right? So if they're shooting, right, I can actually use that and I can see it a lot better from that telegraph trying to reach me, and I can use that parry check to close distance fairly simple and very quickly, right? If I time it correctly, I can even use that to offset my opponent because I'm attacking, at least from this angle, on a line of vulnerability, okay? So long parry, long check, like I said, all in one. Redirect, one more time. All right, I can long parry, set myself up for a close range, or set myself up for a close range. All right, or short parry, short check, boom, and still have my cover to make sure nothing else comes in, okay? So two different types of parries, two different types of checks, long and the short versions of it. Whenever you're using a partner, what helps, and as I see this in a lot, or I've seen it in a lot of schools, and they do it all the time, is if they throw a punch, they like stopping at a distance. This trains bad habits, okay? Not just for you, but for your training partner as well. If they're training this all the time at full extension, right? This is what the distance, the range that they're going to get used to fighting at. So make sure that when they're shooting, they're actually trying to shoot to hit you with still some bend in their arm. So it trains you both at the same time. Okay, start out slow so you can recognize where it is. So you can add your footwork, right? Which types of moves you're doing, whether it's parry or check, or parry, check, and one, coming across here, right? But start it slow on both hands, whether it's 1, 2, or yeah, 1, 2, same thing, same difference, okay? But you want to start slow so you both train at the same time. Your opponent's training to maintain here. I've seen a lot of people, they'll go and they are anticipating throwing that strike and they'll throw it out to the side, right? They're messing with their accuracy training, okay? And it's not training you the proper way to make sure that you can deal with that incoming strike. Because I don't need to go like, whoop, I don't need to slip, I don't need to slip, I don't need to bob and weave under that. If it's coming to the side here, because they got really horrible aim, I don't need to do it. Okay? So make sure your opponents are aiming for your face so you can recognize that. That coming in and train yourself to realize that, hey, this is the range that I need to move in. See if she is stepping in to that, boom, right? I need to make sure that I know what range to close in at when I'm training my ranges. So it's just a little extra note to train your techniques properly, okay? When you're talking about combat in film, and you're doing like these wide swings and whatever, that's different. But you're training actual concepts for fighting, you want to make sure that you optimize it correctly. That's the long and short pairing. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to email me or message me. And be safe out there. Like I said, all the fires go on in California and everywhere. Lots of craziness. And good luck training.